Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Las Vegas Raiders. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Ready, hit.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run again with Hilliard. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
On the run, this is Hilliard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Willis. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Willis. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
In motion is Austin Hooper. Here's Hilliard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On second and 11 now. Willis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Third down, it's Willis. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Malone Nichols with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rush on every single down.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Second down, here's Willis. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. He he's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Jacobs. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there. And now it's 3rd down. They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
What now?
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Carlson able to put this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll run. It's Hilliard. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Hilliard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On third down, it's Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fourth down, Willis. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on first down. They set up the screen for Henry. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Okay, break.
Looking to throw again on second down. Willis, touchdown! Odell Beckham from 10 yards out. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Raiders 3.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Carr. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Got a man open. It's Ross. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Carr. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half, seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a give, right side. Hilliard, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. On the slant, Burks. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 35.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go.
In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down. Hilliard, just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ready up.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Henry running right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. A check down here for Henry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Quick slant complete to OBJ. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
A first down carry for Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 11 now. Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Willis. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Willis to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Willis. He's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Throwing, Willis. And it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Bullock's kick is good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And they will take a knee here as time will likely run out on regulation, and we'll go to overtime. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, CD, we get to see the debut of the brand-new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime with that Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first. And that way, you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice start for them here to overtime. And maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Harold Landry coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. All they need is a field goal. Any kind of score here on this second drive would be a game winner. It's 1st and 10. First and 10, Willis. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go, timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Second down, here's Willis. That pass taken in by Burks. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Willis. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Again, it's Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second down and goal. Willis. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
Petty don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now a better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player, they call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey, not that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster than a call NASCAR. My solo, no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player, they call a player